What I'm interested in is, from the NLP side of stuff, is many of the techniques I've always naturally used, especially when it comes to training other people.
Yeah.
Have involved a lot of techniques, and at the time I wasn't quite aware. And I'm just wondering if there's ones I know that I've been using. Is there any extra techniques that we can incorporate into training people that could make it a bit more of a difference?
Yes, and that's how I'm going to develop one of the hypnosis CDs.
Okay.
And that is deep trance identification, DTI.
Yeah.
On the master prac, did I tell you about the guy I made into a cricketer?
Yes, personality change. Yeah, it's funny because Paul McKenna in his book talks about exactly the same thing, where their whole personality changes, tone of voice and everything.
Yes. So what I'm proposing to do is to have them pick somebody, say it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and with a nice closed process, guide them through that process of becoming Arnold, and having that mindset, having that body, and having that. Between you and I, we could get some of these core beliefs.
Then this is very interesting. I'll tell you why. Because I studied Arnold when I was just starting to really decide to train, and what it was for me, it was a long period of a year or two of mucking about down the gym once a week, not really knowing what I was doing, and training just chest and arms like most people do to begin with. And then I decided to get a bit more serious. I met somebody who was a power lifter. And he was an incredibly inspirational person. What he had done with his own life through using pure determination, and what he did with his training was amazing. And he gave me a great relief. Hanging around with him, it was like my boundaries, which were there of what I could achieve, all of a sudden, when he was there, then I could be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, the other interesting thing you said about Arnold Schwarzenegger is I read any articles I could find on him. I read his autobiography, I read his unauthorised autobiography as well, and any material I could get on Arnold. I was absolutely, you could say, in love with the guy in a strange way, do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Now, it got to such a point that he was my emulation, not because he had a great body, he had a great body, but it was the mind behind that body. It was the knowingness, the belief, the determination, it was the I don't care what anyone else thinks about me attitude. It was, I'm going to do this and I am going to do this. Now, after absorbing all that material, I built up this confidence, which is what everyone needs to do. Because otherwise you're wasting your time.
And identity as well.
And identity. Well, interesting, because I had somebody around a little while ago and they said, Jade, I can remember seeing you the first time you started coming down the gym. And this would have been about the same time I was reading the Arnold books and material, etc. And he said, you know what's really funny, Jade? Even though you wasn't big and you was just a skinny little lad, you walked like a bodybuilder and you had the attitude of a bodybuilder before you even lifted the weight up. And I remember looking at you thinking, God, he's got a lot of attitude.
And that's exactly what we can do in this hypnosis, to get people into these stance. Because I know when I'm fit and muscular, I've got this arch in my back. My back arches that way. And I'm almost like a bit like the John Wayne stance. Because I see that my pecs are up and my lats are out, my shoulders. And you walk around straight and tall and strong. So if you get somebody, a novice, because they're going to start at point A, and at point B, they'll be physically fit and have all the health that they desire. And so, as you say, get the mindset.